Ryder, you over here.
Oh yeah, you're getting good crowd. I know we sat next to each other last year.
Can you help me adjust the
Hey,
microphone?
so Beth's going to introduce
Thank
me
you.
and I'll introduce you.
Oh wait, this isn't what I practiced.
This one?
This isn't what I practiced.
Do you have what you practiced?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have it with you?
Yes. I have it on my phone. Can I show you?
Yeah. You can say whatever you want to say. But I mean, is it like this?
Mr. Southwell sent it to me.
Okay.
This is what he wrote.
Okay, great. You read this. And then, okay, are you doing this too, right? And then,
Yes, right here.
okay, great. All right. Then put it right there.
I'll put it on this one.
Read what you wrote. It's fine. Okay? Will you adjust this?
Should I say good evening, parents, families, and fans of the class of 2024?
You can just read that.
Okay.
You do so.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Ann Alex is there. So she's just going to take her seat. I think we're good. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I preempted your question.
I'm not worried about this.
Well, you can't pick your seat. You have to take the Right, just right in there. How you doing?
Good.
She just needs to make a note in there. Hot mic. This is hot right now. What's your name?
Doreen,
Nice to meet you. I'm Matthew.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. You look great.
Thank you. Just let me know when to start.
Okay.
That means
No?
you didn't come.
Good evening.
You got it.
Good evening. Should I start?
You're good, yeah.
My name is Doreen Baluma. Welcome to Monticello High School's 2024 graduation. At this time, please join me in welcoming At this time, please join me in welcoming the faculty of Monticello High School.
You don't want to account.
No, I don't. Oh, I'm about to
See what I would do for you?
we continue to demonstrate
Servant
leadership.
leader. Hot mic.
say it nice and loud, okay?
And now, please welcome the class of 2024.
Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2024. My name is Beth Costa. We ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthem. The colors are presented by the Cavalier Battalion Color Guard and are led by Master Sergeant Richie Pozo and Lieutenant Colonel Richard Montero. Please remain standing until the color guard has left the arena floor. Please be seated. Good evening, families, staff, students, alumni, and guests to the Monticello Class of 2024 commencement. I would like to start by recognizing those on stage with me this evening and our special guests. I ask that you please hold your applause until the end. Kylie Grunsfeld, student speaker. Kyla Eddy, student speaker. Our administrative team, Mr. Wendell Green, Miss Andrea Trotter, and Miss Lisa Paragoy. Monticello staff, Mr. Dean Eliason, Mr. Rob Ayers, Miss Heather Wilkerson, and Dr. Britta Rowe. Not on stage this evening, but deserving of recognition, a lot of recognition, is our graduation coordinator, Dr. Adam Southall. From Albemarle County Public Schools, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Matthew Haas, Dr. Patrick McLaughlin, Assistant Superintendent for Strategic Planning, and Dr. Daphne Kaiser, Assistant Superintendent for Community Engagement and Equity Education. Members of Albemarle County School Board, Miss Judy Lee, Dr. Kate Acuff, Miss Ellen Osborne, Mr. Graham Page, Miss Allison Spillman, and Mr. Chuck Pace. Representatives of the Albemarle County Board of Supervisors, Miss Diantha McKeel, Dr. Ned Galloway, and Mr. Mike Pruitt. Virginia House of Delegates, Katrina Carlson. Thank you all for being here tonight, and I would like to welcome Dr. Haas to share a few words with us this evening.
Good evening, Monticello High School graduates, families, teachers, and distinguished guests. Tonight is a night of celebration, a night to recognize the remarkable achievements of our graduating seniors. As I stand before you, I am filled with pride and gratitude. And I just have to say, you all are a beautiful sight to me. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible contributions of the Monticello High School staff. I love our Monticello High School educators and support professionals. We all do. Your rock-solid dedication and passion for teaching and learning have inspired our students to reach for their dreams. You have created an environment where learning flourishes and where each student is encouraged to explore one's full potential. To our education support professionals, our bus drivers, our child nutrition staff, nurse, building services team, our technology staff and office staff, your hard work behind the scenes ensures that our schools run smoothly and safely, and that educators and students have what they need to teach and learn. Your efforts often go unnoticed, but we all deeply appreciate you. To our parents and caregivers, thank you for your unending support, encouragement, and love. Your role in your child's education as their first teacher is invaluable, and today we celebrate your contributions as well. Monticello Mustangs, class of 2024, as you embark on your future endeavors, I offer you one piece of advice inspired by the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King once said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" What are you doing for others? In a world that often emphasizes individual success, I urge you to consider the impact that you can have on others. Strive to live a life of both breadth and depth. Cultivate real relationships and seek out experiences that enrich your understanding of our world and your very special place in it. Give yourself permission to find something to do that you truly enjoy, something that brings meaning to your life, whether it's a profession, a hobby, or a cause you are passionate about. Let it be a pursuit that not only fulfills you, but also contributes positively to the lives of others. True contentment comes from knowing that your actions have made a difference. When you know 100% that you matter in the world, which of course you do, and you recognize that you are so unique that you are irreplaceable, which you are, you will be encouraged to hold your ground when times get tough. In closing, I want to thank each and every one of you, graduates, for the opportunity to be associated with this amazing graduating class. I am very fortunate to get to be here tonight with you all. Your achievements have brought pride to Monticello High School, to Albemarle County Public Schools, to Albemarle, and to Virginia. As you step into the future, carry with you the lessons you have learned, the relationships you have built, and the knowledge that we love you and you are unique and capable of greatness. Congratulations, Monticello High School class of 2024. May your future be bright and your journey be filled with purpose and joy. Thank you. And now it is my honor to introduce the chair of the Albemarle County Public Schools Board, Ms. Judy Lee.
Thank you, Dr. Haas. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Albemarle County School Board, I get to extend our congratulations to everyone here this evening. First, to the parents, grandparents, families by blood or by choice, I congratulate you for showing up for your student and supporting them on every step to this point and beyond. As a mom myself, I know it hasn't been easy. I know there have been tears, there's been heartbreak, there's been untold worry. As David Foster Wallace wrote, "If you've never wept and want to, have a child." Of course, there's also been untold joy, sometimes fleeting, and rest, also sometimes fleeting, and I see you. I congratulate you for everything you've done to get your student here today. This accomplishment is yours too. And to Monticello's teachers, staff, and administrators, I want to thank you for all the days and nights you've engaged your full hearts and minds to educate these Mustangs and to care for them. High school is always an important period of growth for students, but the past 4 years have brought their own intense challenges, and you have risen to the occasion. With all the times you've had to pivot quickly and then pivot again, with all the relationships you've built, the intellect and energy and love you've poured in to help these students along their educational path. For all of this, I see you too, and I sincerely thank you. And now, seniors. I've met so many members of your class who are truly remarkable. The biggest congratulations are, of course, for you. I want to take a moment to recognize some of you who have made it here through some difficulties. If you found yourself navigating this path largely by yourself, if you maybe didn't recognize the families I was just speaking to, or if you had to spend your days balancing schoolwork and caring for family members or working a job, or if you're far from home, if you're immersed in a new language and a new culture while keeping your home dear in your heart, if you've spent your days as a translator, if you're forging a new path for your family, I see you and I congratulate you. And now to everyone, I want you to take a moment to consider how far you've come. Think back to your first day of kindergarten, walking in, backpack bigger than yourself. Think of all your first days, how hard it was the first time you tried a new skill that you do naturally now. You won't remember this, but your parents will. At one point, none of you could even sit up. And now look at you, sitting like champs. Now, I also want you to think about your hardest days. I don't pretend to know how hard they've been, but I do know that you sit before us with a 100% success rate of getting through those days. You've worked incredibly hard to get here and deserve to feel immense pride. If you'll indulge me for one more minute, I want to get a bit personal. I have the honor of speaking to you tonight because I've been elected for public office, and 30-some odd years ago, I walked a stage for my diploma too. I'd had a lot of support, I was voted most likely to succeed, and I was thrilled to head off to a top-tier school. And I will tell you, I messed up in every way imaginable at that first year of school. I got fired from my work-study job, I got notes on my first kiss, and I got on academic probation. I wish I could say that it turned around there, but by my third year, I got into something called permanent academic probation, and so I frankly just assume I'm still on it. I don't ask. And why am I telling you all this? I want you to know that I've made mistakes, humbling mistakes. Look, I have no doubt in my mind that the members of this class will accomplish truly great things, and some of you already have. And I'm not someone who's going to tell you to go out and make mistakes, because you and I both know that some people get more opportunities to do that than others. But what I will tell you is that along the way, mistakes will be inevitable, no matter what your potential is. And if it's possible for you to remember one thing from this speech, I ask you to remember that you're more than your mistakes. You are more than your failures. And while I hope you feel immensely proud of getting here today, I also hope you know that your friends don't love you because of your accomplishments. Your family doesn't love you because of your GPA. They're proud of you and will go absolutely nuts when your name is called. But it's not why they love you. They celebrate your wins, and they know you are so much more than that. After you leave here tonight, you'll face hard days and challenges. And through all of those, I hope you'll know that you're enough. You have been enough, and you always will be enough. And every single day that you draw a breath, you are still writing your story. Seniors, I'm so proud of you, and I believe in all of you. Congratulations, Monticello class of 2024.
Monticello, I'd like to begin by remembering a Monticello graduate who is unable to be here with us this evening. Please join me in a moment of silence for Mr. Adam Bagley. Thank you. I feel very honored to be with you this evening celebrating the accomplishments of this senior class of 2024. To our parents and families, I want to thank you for sharing and entrusting your children to us. Their success in part is a testament to your ongoing love and support. They are amazing young people. And even though I may not get to see where they go next, I know they have the ability and the determination to make their next steps great ones. To our teachers and staff at Monticello, I hope you take great pride in what you have accomplished with this graduating class. Your commitment to their social, emotional, and academic success has opened the next door to their world. We are grateful for all you have done to literally set the stage for their graduation. And to the class of 2024, I welcome you to the end of high school and the beginning of the next big thing in your life. You have made it to a very important milestone, and I want you to know that we recognize and applaud all you did to get here tonight. Every adult in this room knows how challenging these years in life can be, yet you did it. In a few minutes, you will walk up, over, and across this stage in true Monticello Mustang fashion, and I want you to pay particular attention to the way you feel as you walk down those steps. Those steps are symbolic of the big next steps you will take toward what is waiting for you. Relish in your success. We know you are ready to take on what you have worked so hard to prepare for. Now, I've been doing this for a few years, and with each year I marvel at the young people I have the extreme good fortune to work with. You too are an exceptionally remarkable group of young people who possess many special attributes. Your spirit, as evidenced by the field storming after a comeback win against William Monroe, or the packed bleachers at girls and boys basketball games. Your care for each other, as demonstrated when we lost one of our own and you came together in love and support. Your sense of adventure during pep rallies, spirit weeks, class trips, high school musical, and senior assassin. I hope you will look back on these days with fondness for memories that will truly last a lifetime. You are a big part of a very important tradition. You are already so prepared for this world just by who you are, but if I could offer you just a couple of thoughts for your consideration. If you open up the pages of your senior yearbook, a very popular feature is the superlative section. You may even have a favorite superlative in mind as you recall this year's book. I mean, will Basil Mathis really win the next Olympic gold medal? And is Thomas White most likely to have his own clothing line? For the record, I hope so, because who doesn't want to see Leah Spring in her most likely to be on a reality show? And Gigi Carter really does have a beautiful smile. Now, by definition, a superlative expresses the highest or very high degree of equality. So, for example, they will say they are the best in, or the best at, or the most, fill in the blank. And while superlatives in a yearbook are lighthearted quips, we often use superlatives in real life. And in real life, we use superlatives to compare one thing against another. If something is the best or the most, then something else has to be less than. Herein lies my challenge to you. Be your own superlative. Be the best and most you can be. Set goals against your today self to become a better tomorrow self. Try to avoid comparing yourself to anyone else because you can only be your best self, your own superlative. Whether you want to be the best EMT, the greatest sous chef, the best lawyer, or the most influential TikToker, use who you are in this moment as a baseline and set goals on how you can be better based on you, not others. Comparing yourself to others can be a futile act. You can only be you, and that is simply the best. Lastly, class of 2024, your world is about to get a whole lot bigger. We have no doubt that you are ready. And even though you are prepared to walk down these steps of the stage and into the larger world, you are not alone in the next endeavor. Moving on, I would recommend that you build your network, a lifeline of people who have your back and your best interests. And in that network of support, you will always have your Monticello family. Within the walls of our big, beautiful building are people who believe in you and who love you. You will always have a place here, a great big place within a great big tradition. We love you and wish you the best of luck in all that you do. Thank you. Monticello High School recognizes several awards at graduation. 2 graduates will be honored tonight with the Albemarle County Student Award, and 1 graduate will be honored with the Monticello Pride Award. All 3 students will receive a plaque and an award of $500. Additionally, 2 faculty members will be honored tonight with the Monticello Pride Award. Those recipients were nominated by members of the senior class and the Monticello faculty. Would the following seniors please come to the stage? Christopher Scott Ennen Jr. and Durain Baluma. Our first award goes to Durain Baluma. A key to success in high school is perseverance. Every graduate in this room knows that high school is full of ups and downs. It's never easy, even when it occasionally looks easy. To be successful, you have to keep striving through the good and the bad times. That pursuit takes courage, diligence, and motivation. Durain has demonstrated that drive throughout her 4 years, and for that, she is honored with an Albemarle County Student Award. Congratulations, Durain. Our next community award goes to Christopher Scott Ennen. The high school experience offers students an opportunity to engage with all types of people. A crucial aspect of that engagement is that students must be open with their peers, their teachers, their counselors, and the community. It also requires students to be open to the stories of others, even when the stories seem different. Welcoming people into our community is a key attribute that we all strive for at Monticello. It is in this spirit that we recognize Christopher Scott Ennen Jr. with an Albemarle County Student Award. Congratulations. Our next award tonight is the Monticello Pride Award. Each year, Monticello recognizes one graduating senior, one community member, and one teacher for their work. Monticello Pride Award winners are selected exclusively by the senior class and voted on by the faculty. The Pride Award remains the only award continuously given at Monticello's graduation since our opening in 1998. Would the following people please come to the stage? Catherine Geronimo, Mrs. April Wilkerson, and Mrs. Terry Tomlin. Our Monticello Pride Student Award winner is Catherine Geronimo. Catherine Geronimo is the epitome of a community builder. When Catherine first started at Monticello, she knew nobody. And today she graduates with a host of friends and supporters. In their nominations, her peers highlighted her tutoring in our L classes as a key to her community building. Others noted her kind and welcoming attitude towards our transfer students. She acted as an ambassador to incoming students, welcoming them, touring them around the building, guiding them through their first days, and offering them support as they transitioned into high school. Her work extended beyond our school day as she helped to create and lead multiple parent advisory nights for members of our community who were new to navigating the world of parenting a teenager in high school. In the classroom, she is a diligent student, motivated to learn and to demonstrate her knowledge. She graduates today, already completing several college courses, the first in her family to do so. It is a great honor to recognize our Monticello Pride Student Award winner, Ms. Catherine Geronimo. Our next award is the Monticello Pride Teacher Award. This year's recipient is Mrs. April Wilkerson. Mrs. Wilkerson is a member of our World Language Department teaching Spanish. She's been at Monticello for over a decade, and in that time she has developed a reputation for animated, heartfelt lessons. Her classes are full of energy and engagement. Students commented that the energy she brought to class was infectious, helping them to find a love of learning. In their nominations, her colleagues noted that she is the friend, the mentor, the role model, and the educational leader that so many of us rely on. Many of the faculty sitting in this room have gone to her for support and guidance. She is a role model for professional educators everywhere, and we are so thrilled to award April Wilkerson the 2024 Monticello Pride Teacher Award. Congratulations. Ooh. Our final award tonight goes to Miss Terry Tomlin. Every Monticello student, past or present, knows Mrs. Tomlin. Some of you parents probably know her too. She's the school nurse at Monticello High School. At times, she's also the parent, the grandparent, the friend, the peer, the role model, the counselor, and the confidant of our student body. This year, I will also say that she was responsible for 1 or 2 graduates in this stands. She dispenses medicine, good advice, and an occasionally needed kick in the pants on a daily basis. These past few years have seen Mrs. Tomlin take on an increasingly large role in our school community as we navigated COVID and the return to school. She has helped to keep our community safe and healthy for 2 decades. Terry Tomlin has been a pillar of our school community, and we are so happy to recognize her with the 2024 Monticello Pride Community Award. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite Kylie Grunsfeld to the podium to give one of our 2 student-selected addresses.
I didn't go into high school expecting to be full of so much sadness to be leaving. At first, I wanted very badly to move through Monticello as quietly as possible. It's easier to leave a place if you've convinced yourself you never had a shot at belonging to begin with. But over the course of these last 4 years, I've learned something that has changed the way I go about putting myself out there. It's that life becomes so much richer when you throw your hands up and say, I want to experience everything I can, even if I may not know what's waiting for me on the other side of things, and even if I make a fool of myself in the process. Oddly enough, I've discovered that being a fool is fun. Approaching things with a you know what, why not attitude has brought me some of my favorite memories of high school. Why not do that open mic? Why not start a band? I wish I could have some time back to do more, say more, but I can't. And I have a feeling that many of you have the same wish. And if you don't right now, then there's a good chance that you will at some point. There's so much I missed out on because I was afraid of all of the uncertainty saying yes might bring. But somewhere along the line, it hit me how finite our time here really is. And that at some point, I had to make the choice to do the scary, potentially ego-threatening things because it came down to this. Would I rather live in what is comfortable and predictable or what is uncertain but full of potential? I did that open mic. I started that band. I told those people how I felt. More than once, it didn't go the way I hoped it would, and at the time, I thought it would hurt forever. But here I am. Here we all are, looking back on 4 years of blind jumps and failed landings. The only things I truly regret are the things I wanted, but never went after. I think often we avoid putting ourselves into situations where we may be rejected because we're afraid of having to confront feelings we can keep down by staying still. But in this next portion of our lives, whether the next step is work, higher education, or time spent figuring things out, we will be faced with these kinds of situations even more than we are now. So my hope for all of you is this. I hope that you choose to say yes when the only things to lose are a little bit of dignity or a little bit of time. You may be pleasantly surprised with how things go. Strike up a conversation with the interesting person sitting next to you in the waiting room. Ask the questions you've been dying to know. I hope you get answers. I hope you experience every beautiful thing reality has to offer. That you never have to ask yourself the dreadful question of what if. Down the road, when you think back on your years in high school, what will you remember? The things you didn't do or all of the things you did? And as you start down this road, I challenge you to ask yourself what it is you truly want. Do you think it's worth chasing after? And if you're scared, I dare you to do it scared. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome our second student-selected speaker, Ms. Kyla Eddy.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to all the graduates and their families. My name is Kyla Eddy, and I am honored to be here today. I've learned a lot in my 4 years at Monticello, but most of it isn't measurable by GPA, by SATs, or by SOLs. Well, at least not for me. But don't get me wrong, in my 4 years, I did learn a lot. I know that the cosine of an angle is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse, thanks to Mr. McCory. Also, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Thanks for that, Ms. Bender. And the Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890 outlawed monopolies. Got that from you, Mr. Ayers. But aside from all this, I learned things at Monticello that I couldn't have learned anywhere else, because this community is not like any other that I've ever been a part of. I've learned that the children you grew up with can still be there for you even all those years later. Shout out to my Mountain View Colts. I learned that administrators can be your friend even when you cry in front of them. Thanks, Dr. Costa and Ms. Trotter. I learned that teachers really do care about you, even when you might have worn out your welcome. Appreciate you, Ms. Bamberry. I learned that there are cool discussions to be had about books, even the ones I may not have finished entirely. Thanks, Mr. Eliason. I learned that being a part of a volleyball or field hockey team is fun, even on a losing night. Okay, let's be honest, it's more fun when you win. I learned that you can teach people, inspire people, even provoke people through art, acting, and writing. Miss Michael taught me that. I learned that when others doubt you, and you even doubt yourself, you can still find a way to persevere and even become a leader, if you have leaders that set an example. That's you, Mr. Chris, Mr. Smith, and the Black Student Union. I learned that you can find a best friend that will last you a lifetime. Shout out Lil D. I learned that there are other dark-skinned Black girls out there who are beautiful, powerful, and ready to make this world better. Miss Eddy in the Learning Lab, Doreen Baluma, you guys get what I mean. Most of all, I learned that when you lose your dad to COVID and you think you just can't face another day, there's a community of people to lift you up. Thank you to all of those who have seen me through the most painful moments of my life. May we all walk out of here ready to celebrate the best moments and help each other make it through the bad ones. This is a beautiful community of seniors, and I know the world is a little scared for the class of 2024 to come out, but we're ready, y'all. To all the parents and teachers who helped us get here today, I know we drove you crazy, or at least I did, but we're gonna make you proud. That's a promise. Congratulations, class of 2024. May the beautiful memory of Adam Bagley live on through us forever.
All right, it is time for the awarding of diplomas.
Dominic Lee Abshire. Angeli Acosta Vega. Cody Michael Agee. Gabriel Eduardo Alvarado Cruz. Hagath Leota Ama Ama. William Stephen Amaya Martinez. Gregory David Anderson. Lauren Lucretia Anderson. Jakira Denise Anthony. Angel Michelle Ayala Lopez. Adam Stephen Bagley. Elizabeth Ann Bailey. Ava Morgan Barnes. Bianca Elise Barnett. Louis Matthew Batten. Ava Lynn Badato. Lily Ann Badato. Matthew Zest Beam. Marcus Orlando Bell, Jr. Allison Patricia Mary Bindle. Samir Gulzar Bahati. Gage Parker Birdsall. Jason Elias Bittner. Georgia Rain Blackburn. Asia Lasagna Blow. Emmett Alexander Boggs. Rachel Lauren Branch. Shakira Bravo. Janelle Monet Bronner. Doreen Barbara Bulama. Christian Samuel Burgos Rabalos. Amy Adamiriz Cabrera. Samuel Barton Calhoun. Ella Grace Campbell. Marcos Campos Albaron. Alchemy Rose Carlson. Gianna Kashmir Carter. Jordy Casco Lopez. Ariana Elaine Sedelia Clore. Amy K. Chima. Elena Grace Christmas. Malik Marquise Clark. Brandon Late Clemente. Joe Alexander Click. Joseph Brady Clore. Lillian Abigail Collins. Leighton Carlisle Coombe. Holly Genevieve Cornet. Asher Wilson Cornwell. Nathaniel James Corradino. Frank Edward Corsi V. Aaron Bradford Kreitzer. Zachary Bryce Kreitzer. Angie Giselle Cruz Rodriguez. Kyle Nicholas Cutright. Juan Carlos David Castro. Eleanor Grace Davison. Vicente de la Cruz Stout. Tito. Andrew Preston DeBont. Samantha Diane Deesh. Kimberly De La Cruz. Elizabeth Page Dorman. Caroline Keating Doherty. Andrea Salenge Dovel. Valentine Herrera Dowd. Morgan Grace Doyle. Kelsey Alexandra Drumheller. Charlie Jane Dubendorfer. Silas Henry Dubroff. Cameron Isaiah Dudley. Legacy Amira Donovan. Taylor Jolie Duquette. Marissa Annalise Dyer. Kyla Amira Eddy. Tanaya Elaine Edwards. Christopher Scott Innan Jr. Katerina Emily Estes. Mackenzie Ray Eubanks. Modesty Cindy Fagans. Walker William Finley. Janali Marie Ferreira Spada. Catherine Lisbeth Flores Guevara. William Rowe Flynn. Jackson Thomas Francis. Okay. Christopher Fuentes Islas. Quezon Antonio Garcia. Trayvon Lamar Gardner. Rylan David Garrett. Lorenzo Antonio Amaya Flores. Olivia Lily Gibbs. Abigail Marie Gibson. Dakota Allen Gibson. Kyle Landon Gibson. Shakur Troite Gilder. Vianney Giles. Maxwell Goff. Herston Alexander Gonzalez Yanez. Giselle Azaria Gonzalez. Oscar Eduardo Gonzalez Molina. Christian Ian Goolsby. Jaden Kayvon Tyler Goolsby. Alexandria Jolene Gorham. Zachary James Gran. Congratulations. Janiyah Jade Greenweed. Kylie Rose Grunsfeld. Stephanie Ruby Kiera Ayala. Hector Daniel Guevara Peraza. Henry Scott Harlow. Margaret Jane Hathaway. Ty Ellis Hatter. Jack Henry Hawkins. Drew Alexander Hayes. Elena Grace Heckman. Tanya Guadalupe Enriquez Flores. JB Jalith Enriquez Ramos. Nolvin Joel Hernandez Cortez. Dylan Hayes Herndon. Ashton Tyler Herring. Brandon Michael Herring. Nikita Rajesh Hiranandani. Camille Chase Houchins. Nathan Allen Houchins. Gabriel Morgan and Debitow. Sonia Akiko Incalis. Malgorzata Yanishevska. Katarine Mayerly Aranimo Raimundo. Esmeralda Jimenez Ovando. Krishana Louise Johnson. Calicia Raquel Johnson. Jabari Marky Yalik Jones. Stella Catherine Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Ayers. Great job. All right. Glasses on. Gerald Scott Kinlaw, Jr. Aspen May Koffler. Connor James Labus. Charles Nicholson Landon III. Sean Edward Larabaroo. Nathan Wade Lilly. Yeah, Nathan. Heather Elizabeth Lively. Good job, Heather. Landon Scott Laundrie. Angelita Marixa Lopez Mesa. Emily Lopez Sanchez. Becker Boyd Lucas. Ethan Pierce McDonald. Jack Keller Malone. Matthew Allen Marquez. Dakota Blake Mars. Megan Kale Mars. Gavin Nicholas Marshall Giannakis. Landon Constantine Marshall Giannakis. Skylar Ann Martin. Daniela Martinez Morales. Basil Alexander Mathis. Theodore Russell Matthews. Abigail McKenna Maurer. Melinda Karen Maxey. Chase Justin Brandon Mumbata. Say Chase. Stella Rose McCaslin Jones. Connor Riley McCullough. Sean Brady McDonald. Chloe Jade McBrice. Philip Augustin Malusi. We got it. Carla Mendez Lopez. Liliana Isabel Mendez. Eduardo Wilfredo Mendez Marquez. Alexander James Miller. Juliana Elizabeth Miller. Caden Andrew Mitchell. Cameron Brady Mitchell. Miriam Iman Mythcall. Manish Monger. Betsabeth Monroy Flores. Aaron Anderson Morgan. Okay. McKinley Rayanne Morris. Tyler Brady Mullinex. Campbell Laurie Murray. Asia Lyric Nelson. James Howard Nelson. Esteban Isaías Newell. Natalie Ann Nucci. Emma Lee O'Rourke. Miguel Angel Palacios de Dios. You bet, man. John Archibald Panoni. Dakota Anasazi Pascual. Elizabeth Nicole Passarella. Kaylee Nicole Payne. Austin Eli Paraguay. Jeanette Guadalupe Perez Jimenez. Carson Edward Pfeiffer. Rachel Grace Pickens. William Edwin Piercy IV. Caden Jack Pillar. Madeline K. Pornovets. Sade Bobby Lynn Poor. Brooklyn Paige Powell. Kaylee Jane Powell. Eleanor Sophia Powers. Elijah Jameer Prince. Christian Adam Prophet. Olivia Pilar Provencio. David Malik Purdy Ali. Nishan Maurice Cortez Ratiff. Camden Michael Rader. John Carlos Rivera Cano. Isabella Dawn Roberts. Brooke Leslie Robertson. Chris Emmanuel Robles Mendoza. Luis Jose Rodriguez Mena. Jonathan Samuel Rogers. Lindsay Elizabeth Roman Lopez. Anne Marie Rooks. Andres Marcelino Rosas. Lasad Sahid Rose. James Judah Rowe Cooper. Picture. Maddox Sullivan Roy. Abigail Ruiz Gonzalez. Hania Samud. Phoebe Annalise Sanchez Stout. Erin Grace Sanders. Juliet San Jose. Aiden Oakley Moon Skaggs. Dorothy Mildred Seek. Jacob Lewis Shiflett. Samantha Bell Shiflett. Salahuddin Shinwari. Gabrielle Wren Shriver. Paulina Igorivna Shumiliana. Davion Antoine Sims. Taylor Noel Seitz. Pierce Willem Ernest Slater. Bentley James Smith. Margaret Grace Smith. Riley Morgan Spradlin. Leah Ursula Spring. Keller Graham Stebbins. Oh, sorry. Kaylee Brooks Strickler. Emma Georgia Stresbeck. Gabriella Lubov Talbert. Trevor Stephen Tharp. Michael Bryce Thomas. Sierra Cheyenne Thomas. Tyler Ray Thomas. Kai Douglas Thompson. Timothy Nathaniel Thompson. Esme Emmanuel Tobias. Aldo Torres. Tamia Lachey Turner. Brandon Isaac Vanderhorst. Christopher Michael Vasiloff. Good job, brother. Daniel Ilander Vizcaíno. Lucy Carmen Vlasis. Joshua Isaiah Walker. Daphne Ann Waring. Macy and yet Weeks. Cheyenne Marie Wells. Joseph Tyler Wells. Greer Mason Welty. Rose Ying Weston. Pierce Young Whitaker. Tatiana Carol White. Thomas Warren White. Kathleen Abigail Wickline. Jonas Augustine Wilcox. Faith Bessie Wilkerson. Marley Anna Wilkes. Thanks. Alora Kylie Marie Williams. Caitlin Mariah Wills. Caven Augustus Wills. Jared Marquis Winfield. Austin Matthew Wood. Dylan Jameson Wood. Nuraldeen Guma Yaya. Andrew Jacob Yowell. Milad Zamiri. Zohal Zamiri. Shay Love Zimmerman. Christian Alonzo Zuluaga. And Joshua James Roberts.
Would the Monticello High School class of 2024 please stand? Dr. Haas and members of the school board, I hereby certify that each of these students has met the requirements of graduation as set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia Board of Education and the Albemarle County School Board. Graduates of Monticello High School, you may now move your tassels to signify that you have graduated. Congratulations and good luck.